To your YouTube channel GNP Educare. As in the previous two classes, we have learned the basic part of SketchUp and we have learned how to use the tool sets, what are the different functions that we can use in the tool sets, how can we do basic drawings, and we have also completed after doing a school building drawing in the previous class, right? So in today's class, we are going to learn the design of a building so that we can put solar rooftops systems above to do the shadow analysis calculation using Scallion. So today we are going to learn the design of a solar building for solar rooftop installations. So let's start. So here you can see this is whenever we are opening up a new tab of a SketchUp, this is what we are going to get, and this is the rotate as the hand command. So to rotate, and the hand command, by the rotate command you can rotate to any coordinate you want, right? From here you can see, if we click on the Windows part, we can get all the different trays. Like we can go ahead and open the 3D warehouse. We have skipped the 3D warehouse part in the previous. So if you want to open an existing model, that is there in the library, we can go ahead and use the 3D warehouse, right? Okay, so we are first setting the template we are setting here and as meters, because in real time we are going to use meters as the measurement. Okay, so now we are making a square just to ensure that we can, using a push pull tool to getting the height of the building. We have learned how we use it, we are just brushing it up. Okay, so we can, by the rotate, we can rotate our screen to see how, if we don't want the this person to be in the screen, we can select the person and we can erase it, right? Delete it. Okay, so this is the hand toolbar by which we can like drag the total scene. This is a toolbar. If you click the toolbar, you can see all types of tools are open. Generally we can open the large tool set, right? From the if you are using SketchUp Pro, you will have the toolbar option like this, or whether we can use the large tool set directly. So from here we will open the large tool set, and as we are doing shadow analysis, we are going to select shadow scallion, right? These two we need to select, and views, because we would be doing the shadow analysis with this software. So with the large tool we are going to do select the scallion part and shadow part for doing the shadow analysis. So after the select tool, we have the erase tool, then the line tool to draw any line, and this is we are talking about the inference, right? The inference engine, which basically gives you in which axis it is. So in this case, if it's in x-axis, it will show as a red axis. In SketchUp, generally the x-axis is the red axis, the y-axis is the blue, and the z is the green axis. So by using this line command, we can draw like this in 3D. So we are doing just a rectangle design by using line command. Okay, so we're making a 5x5 rectangle, and then we will use the push pull tool to elevate the same. So we are using the push pull tool to basically go ahead and do the elevation, right? So here we also need to understand that our green line generally points towards east. So we can go as per, if we need to like fix the direction, the green line is pointing towards east. The blue is towards the north. So why this is required, why we need to indicate the direction with the axis, because otherwise whenever we are putting the modules we won't be unable to understand in which is our south direction. Okay. So we have done a elevated space, and from here we are going to draw a door. So we can use the rectangle command to draw a door. Click enter, so we will have a door on the space. You can use a move command to basically move the tool on the left and the right as per our requirement. We can move the tool left and the right as per our requirement by using the moving tool. So if we need to find the center, you can see there is a measurement tape symbol. We can open the measurement tape symbol, and from there we can check the center of the building. If we need to place anything at the center of the building, we can do it by the measurement tape symbol tool, which is called as the measurement tool. We can select the midpoint. You can see whenever the midpoint will come, it will come as blue. Okay. So just let us check whether it is in the midpoint or not. So we can see whenever we are drawing any line with the help of the inference engine, it will, whenever we are drawing a line, it will show the dimension, right? It will show us the dimension which we are doing. So putting in for any door, if you want to put it here, what we are going to do is that we will draw the central line first by using the measurement tape. Then we are going to go do 0.5 mm on the right and 0.5 mm on the left. We remain that space, and we are going to do a 1 meter door. Okay, so we have done another guideline of 0.5 meter. Okay, and now we can draw the rectangle for placing the door exactly at the center, and after that we can use the erase tool to remove the guideline. So let's complete the room by drawing arc over the room. Let's drawing arc over the door. Let us draw arc over the door. So we are doing a 2-point arc. First select the 2-point, then the bulge. Now to give it a better look, we are using the offset tool. Okay. So first what we are doing is that we are basically pushing the door and the door inside to give it a real look. And let us put an offset to make it a real door. So put an offset to make a real door. So from the side view, if we see that now our door is looking like a real door. By using the same rectangle tool, we can do windows on the building. So let us do a windows, use the, let's copy the same, and we are using offset to make it a real look, to give it a real look. So now we are selecting the window pane and we are going to color it so that it looks real. Okay, so as soon as we color it, it will look much more real. Next we are making the roof. So we are using the offset command to clear the roof, and we are going to use the push and pull to create the parapet wall. Okay, so we are using the parapet wall as 0.7 meter. So this is the rooftop of the building where we can put modules. Okay, so here you can see it is showing as the real design, right? So let us just brush up the next part and move to the real design. So we are going to use the same building to give the texture view, right? So let us give the texture view of the same building. So we are going to paint this building. So we have the paint option, and from here we can select the type of materials. So from here we are choosing the brick and doing the design, right? So we are doing the doors now by taking the wood pattern, and we are giving color to the door. So it looks much more real. So we can put glass on the arc. So for the arc we can use the glass pattern. So it will look much more realistic. From this view you can see this your building is looking much more realistic. Yes, you can change the brick size by going into the model info, right? There is an edit option like in this screen you can see besides select there is an edit option. You can go to the edit option, and here the brick size will be trim size. So if you want you can go ahead and do the trimming size. You can adjust the trimming size of your brick. Fine. Okay, so this is our roof from where we can go ahead and put PV arrays, and we can do the shadow analysis by using Scallion, right? So we have learned how to do the building design using SketchUp, so that we can install the solar modules above. Let us do this design again slowly to understand the step by step and brush it up, so that we don't do any mistake while doing the design for solar rooftop installation, right? So let us do the design stepwise again to brush up.
Hello students, welcome to the SketchUp tutorials, and now we are going to learn the basic tools and the front of the SketchUp software. Actually the SketchUp software is very easy to learn and it is also simple to use, and we can make great drawings with the help of this software. When you click on the Windows tab and then to the preference, we can find different types of templates. You can use any type of template, but better if you choose the meters that what we will be using now. So we will be choosing the meter sample template and then click on OK. This human figure generally gives a general dimensional difference. For example, if you draw a rectangle and with the help of move up command elevate the same by 3 meters. Now using the rotate tool you can rotate our model space in any direction, and you can see the dimensional difference between the human figure and the keyboard. And if you don't want, you can just delete the human figure with the help of select command and delete. Now these are toolbars. You can add and remove any toolbars what you want. Just click on the view tab and then on the toolbars and select the tool that you want. But as a beginner, generally the selected ones are getting started, location, shadows, solid tools, standard, and views. Now basic tool of the SketchUp is the select tool. You can select any object on the model space with the help of this command. With the help of eraser you can erase anything on as you see, and with the help of pen you can draw simple lines anywhere in any direction. As you see, the line is in red color. That means it is parallel to the x-axis. And when you go with the green line, you can say your line is parallel to the y-axis. And this is a very good option or tool in this software that will help us uh, in our 3D modeling. You can also draw the line in blue axis, that is the z-axis. Now let's draw a square that is 5 meter on the red axis, 5 meter on the y axis, and we are just joining all the ends with the help of pen tool. Now if we want to turn this 2D dimension into 3D dimension, for that we use the push pull tool. Push pull tool. With this tool we can pull and push our figure. These lines show the directions. The green line points towards the north and the red line points towards the east. With the help of this line, we can determine the direction of our model or figure. When we will be designing the solar PV system, we will be placing the modules true south or as per the location or azimuth of your roof. And as we discussed, the azimuth angle, we will face the PV arrays to the south if we are in the northern part of the world, and significantly will or similarly will face it to the north if we are in the southern part of the world. Now this is a small room. We can just use the functions to draw a door on this using the rectangle tool. You can just enter the height and width of the door, that is 1, 2, and then press enter. So we have our door. Now with the help of move tool we can move the door to the left and right of the surface as we want. With this tool we are just placing the door in the center, and using the meter tool we can also determine the center of this building to place our door like this. You just select the midpoint and pressing the shift key move up 2 meter. From this edge you just move 2.5 meters towards the center. Select the center line and move 0.5 meter left or right. Now we have our guidelines. These are guidelines placed all over. We can join the points and get our door in the midpoint. Now simply we can erase the guidelines. And using the measure tool you can also measure the dimensions of the building. Like this, the building measures 5 meter. Now if you want to make this door a real one, you can draw an arc over it, that is a 2-point arc like this. Select the 2 corners of the door and move up 0.5 meters. And to make it more real, use the push tool and select the door and push inside. Now you can use the offset tool to make the door more real, that is just select the door and make the dimensions 0.1 meter, and same with the semicircle on top of the door. Now we have our door which is very much looking like a real one like this. Also with the help of rectangle tool we can make windows on this building like this and move it to the other side using the control command. Now you can use offset command to make it more real. Now with the help of select command, just select the window panes and just delete so that you can uh, see the 3D mode and it looks more real. Delete all the guidelines Now we are going to make the rooftop as real as we can. Click the offset command and click on the roof and dimensions 0.15 meter. Now using the push pull command, select on the outer edge and pull the drawing, so 0.7 meter, like this. Now this is a rooftop. It looks more real now, like this. Now this is a orbit command. With the help of this you can rotate, and this is a pan command, and this is a zoom command. You can zoom out and zoom in the layout. Now this is the part 1 of the video.
So, as we have learned that example, let us do another example where we will create a slanting roof so that the same structure can be used in case of tin shed installations, right? We are going to do the shadow analysis in the RCC or the pitch roof, but we are going to learn another drawing so that if any time for tin shed installation the drawing preparation is required in SketchUp, we can do it easily, right? So let us learn the step to step way to design a tin shaded or a slanted roof.
Welcome back. Now if you want to paint this roof, you can use the paint tool. Actually the SketchUp gives a variety of library of materials. To paint the walls of the building, let's choose the brick, and like this we can just paint the outer wall of the building. For the doors, we need to go to the woods patterns, select anyone and click on the door and its edges to give the effect like this. And for the arc, you can use the glass pattern. Now you see our building is much more realistic. Now on our case, for installing the PV system, we will only focus on the roof of the building to integrate our PV arrays, and we will do this with the help of Scallion plugin. Now let us draw a circle like this. Now if we zoom in, we can see that the circle is a summation of lines. Now on the second circle, just it will the radius will be 1 meter, and to increase the number of segments, just type 50s or 50 segments to make it more smoother. Now you can compare and see the difference. For a more precise circle, let's draw another circle, and here we are setting the number of segments as 100. Now you have seen how to make the circle smoother. Let's delete these figures and get back. Now if you draw a circle and push it up 1 meter, and then we need to change the scale of it, then what should we do? Now first of all, select the shape and click on the scale command. Now you can change the scale of the object by holding and stretching any of the green grips present in the model, like this. Now if you want to draw an inclined rooftop, then first you draw this rectangle, and using the pull up tool make the cuboid. You draw a line on the center of the edge, and then join both ends of the rooftop. Just erase this line and go to the push pull command. Just push and go up to the edge to make the slanting roof. and we can make this more real by this one, by selecting the two lines, by selecting move the lines on the blue axis. Now we need to erase both the extra lines from here, and using the pull tool we can make this shape. And now see, and the same to be done on the other side also. Also we can add the line on this side and make it more real. We will be using the pencil or the pen command and the push pull tool. Now we can make a door on this side of the building. Now we can see that our 3D modeling of the roof as well as the building and the door is complete. Now let's paint the roof. Now you can, just like this, we can draw any roof, any building on the layout and can produce a 3D model compatible for our convenience. And on our next video, we will learn how to integrate our solar modules, solar systems on these type of roofs, on a pitched roof or on a RCC flat roof. Thank you.
How to basically do design using SketchUp software, designing of a building. Let us see how we have designed a site survey of a 10 kilowatt building. It is basically a building located in Koshipur. It's a school called as Koshipur Girls, where 10 kilowatt plant needs to be installed. And you can see from here that we have done the designing and then the installation of this particular plant. So this is how the plant looks like. After designing, if you see, this is a basic real diagram of a 3D modeling of a building in SketchUp. So in this way, once we go ahead and do the site survey, we need to form the designing of the diagram in SketchUp in this way, as we have learned in the previous part, right? And after that, we need to place the modules which we are going to learn tomorrow. Class we have learned how to do the design of building for solar plant installation. So we have learned two types of buildings. One is where we can install in PCC. So we have learned design of a PCC building, and one is a slanting roof, which we can say as a slant roof or for tin shed structure, right? In our next class we are going to learn how to put solar modules. We are going to take the example of the PCC and we are going to do the shadow analysis on that system. So we are going to do the solar system placement in the PCC roof which we have learned today. Okay, and after that we will learn how to do the shadow analysis using this SketchUp software's tools, and how to generate the report to basically use this in the detailed project report or to show it to the customer for exact simulation purpose. So for our efforts, we would like you to like, share, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for further updates. We would request you to share this to all the friends, colleagues, whoever can be benefited from this video. And if you have any queries, if you have any suggestions, if you have anything to say, you can write in the below comment section. We will obviously revert you on the same. Thank you, class.